Okay, so welcome to VGA Lab, and we're trying to always come up and populate our station. Hope somebody watch it and give me a love or a like. Today, we're gonna really give you a showcase on different script I've worked on. But since I'm gonna go to one script and I was just looking at something, I decided maybe I should start with some computer script. So okay, here we are setting up this old area right here. So we talk about files and stuff. And I was gonna speak to you guys about this right here, but I guess it's best done from the script point of view, right? And then we can go over to the real thing. Cool. Right. So a lot of you guys know this card right here. I'm just like really calling an image. So for all just come programmers, this is like a way you will call a background image to a data. Okay? And that's not what we're trying to show you. And here is an including, right? So this include the artist name from a folder from the folder, which is the page, and called the artist name. And this one right here is called the artist discography. Okay, so since we are there, and this is like a page that we're looking at, I was looking at something. PHP is a great program, and I do a lot of PHP. How one save stuff in PHP like a flat database, and this is what you were seeing right here. How information is saved to a page like a flat database, then reproduce in a page. So if you wrote a PHP, like I said, okay, I would said okay. Already know. I'm not looking at the right key. Skip over. Okay. So let's skip something right here. So basically, it's what you want to start with, right? And you're ready to go ahead and put your code right there, right? So that's cool. Just to show you the basic stuff, right? So basically the same thing I did, and I did it right here, right? Although this guy need a little cool, it's okay. So okay. Now we did that, and I'm not gonna save that. We're trying to have the file display by opening a folder, right? So our directory. And also we establish defining domain, $ domain. So equal to the server, HTTP host. So basically that will call the real domain name. As I'm working on a program, so stuff that I'm using is really in the folder, and I'm trying to retrieve the stuff from the media, right? So I define the directory again, it's a $, and I wrote folder / media. This is something that's going to play audio, right? Okay, so I need to call the audio file, right? Basically. So the if and is directory statement here is the beginning of just establishing the function, and here is where we open the function. And we do the while statement, and while the file name equal to reading the directory itself, the folder itself, right? And if not, it's false, right? So right here now, I did the hip again and the 0 again, and you can see the statement and so forth. Because I just write PHP. I don't really teach PHP, but I was just looking at something. So yeah. So we're doing like an echo. Echo is like to print the statement in the page. So if you didn't know that, and basically, okay. So what I was trying to get to show. Okay, so right here in the tumble, music tumble, we sort of like call the file name and put the extension on it because it's PHP, so I'm trying to get the file name and the extension on it. And it's a lot into that, you know, right? And I actually wrote the code right here for the audio player. And I drew the audio player like when I wrote the first time. So I wrote domain, then I said call from the directory. Oh yeah, it's calling from this directory right here, right? And it called the file names. And that produced grabbing the audio and flinging it inside the player. Really easy stuff. Program is easy still. Okay, so we're doing like titling now and stuff, right? See this stuff, right? T-I-T-L-E. It's gonna need an E there too. Sometimes you're writing so fast, right? So if somebody has copied in and say, what's that title? Yeah. So actually, at file get, you know, the content, right? And $_ underscore server, and calling the document root, right? Up in the server, right? Okay. And dot, and then you see I made the statement here to call the text. So that was a simple little stuff, yeah. Anyway, the reason why I did that, let's jump on over to here. Was I was going to talk about this page that I did, right? And a few things about what we're going to use the function out of this page to do. And, okay, so this is what we was looking at a few minutes ago. That's cool, isn't it? So yeah, I even got a more up version of it. See, so programming sort of like evolved, right? So now you see now, I just have a style sheet version of it over here, right? Okay, so when you're doing one program to the other program, well, sometimes I don't know why. Okay, reason why I had worked on this version, because on this version, I'm having a problem with the responsiveness, and there's still a div in there that still need to be readjusted or put unresponsive. So I had started another way to look at it and edit another version while still having this version. Okay, so how we do this stuff? Wow, cool. Let's go here. Right here, I have a media upload. I will upload the media to the system, right? I have a image upload, right? Cool. And there was a gallery upload too. Yeah, like that. So that's where I started out. Okay, let's do something. So now I had also expanded on that much, because you see the text was in the window and you have to name stuff. And because you got to name stuff and all them kind of give stuff name, but if you give stuff name, you got to find a way. So we're still using PHP to name stuff. Okay. So what I designed, I said, okay, I'll take the image here, right? Okay. And I'll set the image here, right? And I'll write a name, right? And I'll save it. This does a little magic, but it needs to have the whole name. Okay, let's go over to music part. That's not the part that I wanted, but I'm getting wrong. Let's see if I can go home to the folder and we can travel backwards. Okay. So okay, so I designed even this right here to facilitate the editing of the PHP site that I created, right? So let's go, and we had a banner upload part, so you decided to do 1 or 2, and that will really just like take care of your banner. So in programming, yeah. So over here now, we designed it, the administrative system. So I'm going to give this program away for a free download for whoever wanted to like play around with it or See the way I use PHP to create like an administrative system for a music system, right? Without using a database. And the same thing we talk about in when we looked at the image. So, for instance, this is high grade pop rock, right? So for me to get high grade pop rock here, I need to copy high grade pop rock MP3. Put it right here. Then I need to go here and I need to copy the name that I want, which would be pop rock, and I'll put pop rock there. And I'll save it and the name will appear. Okay? And same also to that right there. Okay? So that's what we talk about VG development. So okay, so we're gonna like, and it's basic. So we have some more stuff to really show you here, like cool. Let's go back over here. I like this one, this version of it, because the gallery still works in the way that we want it to work. Okay, cool. So we have a gallery inside this program, right? And it's much like when you're in Facebook and you look at an image, so the image sort of does that, right? Cool. So I think that was the journey of our setup on our PHP artist music site. So I'm gonna get rid of it, and we're gonna slide on over and look in the window. So we're gonna move right on to the area of where we left off in imagery, right? Because imagery is good. So we search through the things them first before we bring up one. So I think we should go down here and look into our menu. So we're talking about programming, and doing programming is a thing that I try to, I think is, let's send this one here. Okay, so as we are here, so we can clip in here and we can like look at this guy right here, which is image. So we got some more stuff about images. Yes, this is image. Cool. Well, you see that design worked on galleries for image, right? And this is my personal gallery that I made also, and this gallery works from the database, right? So they work from a database, and we click on an image, and you will definitely, you can click on a business, and we have one business, and you click on cities, and we got cities, and you click on cars, and you can get a car, and you click on food, and it's a food, and you click on love, and you know, you get love, and nature, you get nature, and, you know, people, you get people. Think about nature, we got nature right here. I think that we got, okay, let's go over here. You understand? So this is like to this side right here. So talking about stuff that I put in SMTVS, and it's a great idea if you come to smtvs.com and really join and put your image up, and you can like leave your URL to your site. So that's the thing, image stuff that I worked on. So that's a project I worked on. So yes, I work on image now again, which is page and image directly from a database that's connected to video. Okay, so we'll move on to some of the stuff that I worked on. So recent project that I worked on, right? So we sent to the recent project, so you guys still see that, right? smtvs.com. Our recent project we worked on right here, and you can reach for an image, and we can now, whoops, sorry, you can now crop this image, right, and do your thing. So that's the stuff that we worked on. Well, we just, okay, and stuff, some of the stuff that we worked on. Okay, something that I worked on earlier, and I made a video and I showed everyone. We worked on a page building system, and you can really select pages and stuff from here. So this is VG Showcase, and you click on a menu, and you click on a body, and real fast we'll do this, and we click on the footer, right? Should be like put 24, right? And we'll insert that, clip that, and we'll close that out, and we can view that on the internal. So early on, you guys on the video, remember I was talking about I was using VGA style sheet to make the page look a little pretty, but it gave a lot of error and this couldn't work. The error that it really gave would have just made this open up to right here. And I was struggling to go look at that style sheet to find where that was. So I'm like, okay, listen. I tried to use our style sheet to write it out, and it just didn't, just gave me problems. So I just abandoned that and just have a new look for this program, right? So we can close this out, and we can definitely generate that we just did, and we can go ahead and view it, right? And that's what we just did. So we won't go no more further into this because you guys know about what I did today and all of that. So we want to talk about some other programs that I've worked on, right? So okay, this is a list, TV, the same thing when we did that, and we worked on, so you know I work on video scripts, right? Cool. Some of the images are showing now because sometimes you gotta refresh to make the image show. Okay. So now we talk about video, and since we talk about image, we'll talk about video stuff that we did. So this is a video uploader that I worked on. What it really is, if you load an MP3 for video in there, it will show you the video. Okay, here now, we also have another uploading form. This upload a URL. So, for instance, you can go with a YouTube URL, right? And this form builds like the iframe player in the background for you, right? That's something I worked on. And over here is like an embed. So you can embed the video in the system, right? Cool. And that's a video system, and then we did our custom post review. And of course we have a paging to go with it. So the things that some of the project that I worked on. Now let's flow back. So we run from these projects because a lot of people saw that over a period of time, and a lot of video that we did, and we showed the image program, and we're still trying to show you a small project. Ongoing stuff that we're working on would be this and this one, and we are working on this project now with emoji and posting. Okay, so you know, in the early part of the video I talk about the Facebook, and I showed you the gallery, so you know what I was saying to you. By having this post and the gallery together, coming up and up here together, you can actually watch and then actually say, okay, it's like having this right here, but on these right here, but the only thing, these images that are coming up right here are placed in to be called, you know. So that's a lot of stuff here. And that right here is a good thing. Yeah, so cool. So let's dive into something that I don't think I show a lot of people about, right? And before we dive into that, we're going to screen back, get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy, and get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy, and leave that guy up. And we can get rid of this guy too. We could talk about that, you know, we have our own messaging system. And we can forward and we can reply. So script replying to this message, right? And as well as forwarding this message, right? Okay. So we did the messenger system as well. Okay, cool. So we still got this from some old script that I have, and I went and I looked at it. So it's based upon a user. So I'm going to like hook this to a database that I have that's made really. Actually, I had got the database someplace in my computer sitting around, and then I went to another junk pile and I saw this, and I looked at the database and looked at this and like, well, these two things can go together. So pretty much we are going to build a nice chat box, right? You know, we keep going to stuff, but you're like, what's that? Okay, but so we're talking about program that we'll make and stuff that we do, and over time or even development inspire things. You know, the framework of this little player, how it comes out right here in the post, is because I showed you guys in the early part of the video where I did the PHP setup and I wrote the div to actually make the image here and this go here. So because we did the messenger also, we also developed this page. So you can definitely click on it to follow someone, right? And then you had a page that we just set up to like you can see everyone who was in the site. So you can definitely follow them like that. And here, I don't know if it's showing on the other side, but let's see. We'll find out. It's been sitting there a little while or so. And this take time. The thing, like I showed you in my video script, that I have a post review there, and I'm not washing it through Ajax. And it runs seamlessly and really fast. You post something, post right here, boom, shows you username and everything. But as soon as you start using Ajax now to like a sanitization or a middleman in your program, this is what happens, right? It'll tell you, do you want to wait? Yeah, okay, I want to wait. You know what I mean? So that's what Ajax does. Why sometimes I cannot really get with it like that. And this is a page supposed to display all of your friends and everything. And if it's not even working, I could take this one and go store it in there and it'll come up just like that, you know? So, yeah. So that's what I want to show you guys a little bit about the follow system. That you can follow someone, and after you follow that person, it actually prints this on the window for you. And it prints it in the other user window because both of you are connected. And because you're connected now, that's where you can definitely go and use the messenger. Don't get rid of you, man. Just go on about your business. Because that's what Ajax does, that I doesn't really like. You know what I mean? So we'll clean up behind you while I'm talking to you guys. Okay, so I guess I should shovel backwards with this. So now it's me to log in back as I agree. But on this login, there is another login that logs you directly into the store, and this one logs you into the administrative system. And when I log in here, it shows me the file that I put in, not the file that someone else has in. And that's why, you know, I worked on a lot of programs. I work on it so you can see everything. And this is one of them that I worked on, that this belongs to the user. So I did this. If another user comes in and loaded music into the store, then also that user will have to see their file. So we can and these are betas, so we can go to the store. And the store, I showed a lot of people this store already, you know, but I'm just showing you programs I work with. You know, this store is a store with a filter search system. So you can just filter to albums alone or singles alone, right? And you can do that to brand names, and you can do that to the artist and the musician names, right? Also, You click on the card and it goes there. Right? Cool. And so that's the filter part of it. And if you click right here, it'll definitely show you another related stuff, right? So just stuff that I worked on, right? Within the area of development, right, you guys, so you guys can see that I've been doing a lot of stuff, right? And let's just call the index, right? So we call the index of this page. It's got much more. We still can go here and there. It's a little different on the index. Actually don't have the search. That was the filter search page that I worked on. You got albums, I think, yeah, albums, latest albums. That one is not working. Yeah. Pre-band music, that's not up. The store is up. I got all kinds of stuff here. Categories. Whoa. Let's go back. Oh, that's another store. That's another part of the store. Right? Okay. So I think I need to go back home. Go back home where we was. Right. Okay. And let's see where we here. What we got here. So cool. So that's the store part of the program right there. There's other parts that I was going to intend to show you, but we don't want the video to be too long, so we got to like make it really short and getting just to the different developments that I've been working on. Okay. So over here, it's a program that I worked on. It's much like a housing program, not like a website program, because when I wrote this program, every user that joins this site, it automatically creates a user directory for you. Even though it creates a user directory and the user directory is empty, right? But it acts like a housing, so the person signs up and I get an email and someone signs up at this site and I go and I transfer a bunch of folders to it, like, okay, image. So that was then when I did it. But now I'm going to work on a better way, so when what I'm saying, I'm going to upgrade the folder making so you can make all the necessary folder, like, okay, make this folder, make this folder, make this folder. Yeah, right? So I need to do that. And that's the only thing, but let's explore. So this is still being developed now. I come here and start changing it around. For one, the original HTML5 generator. And for two, the newer generator. Let's go here. And it's right here on local, right? So we're talking about the generator area, and we could streamline some fast stuff here, like, okay, grab the name for the song, like a time business, grab the song itself, find the song, grab the song itself. We can do that with video too, right? Get some form of image going, go up here, call for audio information, put the artist name. We want the players to come up in the foot of the player. We insert this information, close this window. We also close out the generator. We open up here and we want to just generate an HTML5 player and see what we build. So you see that my scripts are really strong scripts, because this is local, offline, right? And the reason why it's in my local, because I'm going to rewrite it to the database. So a lot of stuff be coming back and forth from the database to it. So I had to bring the real program down so I can start doing a database version, a more smarter version, right? That's it. Now, let's go back up. And so we're talking about the generator. We can click here. let's say I'm logged out. I didn't want to come in on that username, you know. So yeah, it's just a blank page, and you just gotta get logged in and go in there, right? And cool. And these are a bunch of beta program people try to like know what I'm sorry, I'm wrong again. Right. And this one has avatar, so it's cool. It's cool. You can change avatar. Let me change this one right here too. Nah, whatever. I'm going to put my thing up there then. So you can definitely change avatar, and you can do that the profile as well. Okay. So this program, this is one of the programs I built in the early days. That's just built. The settings and everything I created. It's cool. Works avatar. Changing avatar pictures around is where I actually developed that skill building on this site. Now we can talk about when I said okay, yeah, let's go here. So now you're in the user directory of the folder, right? And this is where all the files that when you log in and you build something, it saves it in your folder. So in your folder you can come and you can download this work. See, it's there. And we can click on it, and that's what we built with the HTML5 Studio, right? So your work, it is a building center for you to build stuff and store stuff here like the cloud. That's why we say it's a cloud, because you will actually build your page and store them here, and you can come delete them or download them in that sense. You have a onboard editor, notepad editor here, which you can write and save stuff for somebody who just like want to use it to just do whatever. Now, when you want to create like a page and certain things, you go over here. And of course, we're going to be updating the templates and stuff in this thing right here. So because, okay, let's start for starters. We have a template styling that will style your template, background images, and so forth. And if we click on the tape music, just a starter, we're just going to use that. We're not going to do anything to other part of the program. And I'm going to bring the template up. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to inject a blank template just for you to really visualize what I'm saying. So then we can do a live view of the blank template. We just made this, right? And we can see a web view of this template that we just made this, right? And that is all it works. Now if you go to the generator that's got an image in there already, right? And we can try to capture something from somewhere have little description of something, and grab that and try to find our generator and put the description there. And we'll go there and we'll find a name. Real easy. Cool, we do that. Okay, I think that's cool. Alright, we can do MP4 video thing. Right, that's cool. And we can do the list, one list. Cause we just want to do one player. Okay, do two. Sometimes it's not doing what we want because I was here earlier today. And I did something, and there we go. And then we can just go ahead and get a video up and playing. So you can definitely create like a serious thing. So we can do this guy right here. Let's say a video player, right? And we can go back and just say template because, okay, let's do styling, back to tip, and go back to template, and we'll get the template up, and we'll go clear this right here, select, clear this right here, and we'll actually just, okay, I did wrong, because when I got here, I should have known that I was thinking that I would had to go over and do that, but I already did it from right here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, you guys, so this is how the thing works. Cool. Alright, so pretty much that's what we have this for you to create pages. But as we have also other things here for you to do, like closed caption, right? So you can do caption to the video, right? So if you have H105 video and you want to run closed caption on it, this is how you want to run a closed caption in the video. Okay? Now, there's other things as well, as you need an image for your video. Okay? So your image for your video that you would need, okay, you would simply load, and it will look for whatever video is in the slot there, and you can stop because you can forward down to where you want, and once you got that spot right there, you can go up and look at image capture, right? So it might not be that one, so you can come here, start and stop, or reverse, start, stop, image capture, right? So that's how image is captured in the system, right? So thanks you guys for viewing a lot of the stuff that I worked on, okay?